Well, the Western Cape government has started the process of procuring its own vaccines. Premier Alan Winde says vaccine manufacturers and suppliers have been approached. He says talks are also taking place on a diplomatic level to gain access to excess vaccines in several countries. Our reporter Aisha Ismail has that story.
Premier Alan Winde says a top-class vaccine procurement team has been put together from the Department of Health with the support of Treasury. He says they are going into the market to see what's available. More than 24 companies have already been approached.
So those are the documents that have been sent off to those 28 companies or wholesalers or suppliers to say, what have you got, what's the quantities, what's the delivery supply lines, getting all of that detail in place so that we can understand it, so we can place those orders.
He stressed that all vaccines will have to be approved by the South African Health Products Regulatory Authority. Winde is also taking the diplomatic route by approaching consul generals and ambassadors.
I've approached many governments around the world, and letters have gone off to those governments to say, if you have excess vaccines, and specifically what would help us is if they are in the Johnson & Johnson or Pfizer space, we are very keen on purchasing them.
But who exactly will be paying for the vaccines not coming from national government?
So in the budget right now for this new financial year, there is a budget line item for vaccines. And there's also a contingency item that could be used for further vaccines, but also for other mitigation of the risk of COVID-19 and the management.
So far, about 50,000 healthcare workers have already been vaccinated in the province.
Health authorities are calling on everyone to play their part to try and delay a resurgence of COVID-19 infections so that more health workers can be vaccinated before we hit a third wave. Aisha Ismail, Cape Town.